once upon a time, I predicted last season who was going to win the English Premier League. I did again this season. I wonder if people know. I just wonder if people know whom I predicted to win the EPL this season and how is going. How is it going in there? How are all of those stuff going and all of that. But Pochettino also says some weird stuff after the game against Brighton. We'll walk you through that. But guys, this is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing me and joining me on the brand. I'm grateful for your support and everything that you've been doing. There's a lot of conversations to have here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. We have a lot more to talk about. We have a lot of analysis to do, in-depth tactical, post-match, in-match analysis of the weekend games and everything I've gone on. But see, let's go straight to the Italian Serie A. I am a big lover of the Italian Serie A, if you don't know. Calcio is my first love, even before every other thing came in. And Internazionale is one of the teams I've consistently loved. Now you see, I remember when Luciano Spalletti had that debacle with Aurelio De Laurentiis, and I said consistently that, you see, it is going to be difficult for any manager who walks into that stadium at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium in Naples to replicate what Luciano had done. What he did was 30 long years culminated into one season. Failings, fallings, rising up. But he was just the guy that could galvanize. Remember, before even Aurelio, there had been a lot of people. There had been Gennaro Gattuso, there had been Rafa Benitez, there had been Mauricio Sarri, who had started the job at the very onset. But it wasn't really seeing the light of day. Spalletti comes in and he's the one that's the most enigmatic of the lot. Also, is the most balanced with respect to getting everything that the team will need, leading the team as a person and everything, and was able to galvanize them to get a job done. If you go back and you listen to what Victor Osimhen says about the impact of Luciano Spalletti and that Scudetto winning Neapolitan team. But hey, Aurelio De Laurentiis, if you go to Italy, he is originally an actor, and then he is known for some of these theatrics. And mind you, if you don't know the context and the background of how Luciano Spalletti left his job at Napoli, one time, he just received a mail from Aurelio De Laurentiis that he wants to extend his contract. Luciano found it very disrespectful. He thought that as an Italian man as he is, he would have been invited to a latte meeting and a proposal would have been put forward to him for him to go through and to sign or maybe ask for improvement. But that wasn't done. He felt that he was disrespected. And it is the modus operandi of Aurelio De Laurentiis. Luciano said, hey, you know what? I've done quite a lot in managing football. I've done it at Roma. I started the whole job at Roma. I didn't really pay out. I went to Internazionale. Before Internazionale Milan won that Scudetto with Conte, I started a rebuild of Internazionale. I did a very good job in there. I've come to Naples and finally I've gotten my reward for the hard work that I've put in. If you don't know, Spalletti is 60 years and more. He doesn't look it, right? Looks so fit for somebody that is 60. And he thought that he wanted to go back into... So he's a farmer. Usually, again, in terms of the backstory, for everybody that knows Luciano Spalletti, he does coaching. Anytime he sits out, there's always 1 year that he sits out. In that 1 year, he goes to his farm, goes to do, in Italy, do a lot of tomato farm and all of that, and grape farming. He goes in there, get that job done, and then comes back again. This time, when the Italian Federation had come to him, he couldn't decline, and he's now the Italian manager. So, Walter Mazzurri, I'm just saying all of these things to get to the point that it was always going to be a difficult job for Rudy Garcia, even more difficult for Walter Mazzarri. And Mazzarri has failed woefully. That 3-0 lost Internazionale Milan. Inter Milan are exactly where they want to be. They, in that 3-back automatisms of Simeone Inzaghi, are doing a brilliant job. And I particularly am excited about what Triump has come in to do. He came to fill in the boot of Romelu Lukaku. At a point, everybody felt you cannot replace Lukaku's hold-up playing with him, especially even in contest when also Edin Dzeko was also leaving the club. He has come in and he has done such a brilliant job for Internazionale Milan, and that's exactly where they are now in that regard. So, yeah, I expected that Milan also did win Maximiliano Allegri seems to be doing a very, very good job for Juventus as it stands now, and they are right in the mix for the Scudetto this time. I still think that Simeone Inzaghi has exactly what it takes, the squad depth and everything, to get a job done at the back. He has, for some reason, Acerbi is a darling boy of Simeone Inzaghi. He was with him at Lazio, and when he left Lazio to come and coach Internazionale Milan, a season later he joined in, and it is through his days at Internazionale he got his first call up to Italy's national team, the Azzurri of Italy and all of that. So yeah, it's big stuff for him. He has also transformed Damian, and I think that this Internazionale Milan team is going to go very, 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 very far. Yes, so from Italy, then we fly straight to Germany. Boy, the story of Victor Boniface flying his grandmother from Nigeria to watch him play, scored an equalizer at the Bay Arena, and then introducing his grandmother to Granit Xhaka, stuff that dreams are made up of. See, in this life, nothing beats savoring your best moments with family. Let me even rephrase this. Nothing beats savoring your best moments with the people that love you. And for you to be able to fly your grandmother, I saw the picture of when he was flying his grandmother. I think it was a video. So when he flew his grandmother from Nigeria, he was with him after the international break, and then got here to the Bay Arena. And in Germany, when the player scores a goal, the stadium announcer mentions the first name, and then the fans go with the second name. So immediately he went in and says Victor. The grandmother was just shouting Boniface, Boniface, and of course he will say that's my grandson, and she will say that's my grandson, and that's brilliant stuff. Actually, it reminds me so much of my grandmother, so much of her, and it is stuff that dreams are made up of. And of course, he sent his grandmother to go and take a picture with Granit Xhaka and some media fans. But then see, Leverkusen are doing a good job. There are two things I'll tell you about Leverkusen. It is the intensity and the verticality. Leverkusen, watch their game. They never play sideways. Consistently playing forward, playing through presses, playing through central blockages. They always find a way to play forward. Also, the intensity of their throw-ins and set pieces, they don't waste time. Immediately the throw-in comes in, they play quickly, just so they keep the ball in play for a very long time and have a lot of intensity. And that's exactly what Xavi Alonso is doing in there. I don't know how long he'll stay at Bay Arena, but yeah, he's doing such a good job. Thomas Tuchel and then his buying team doing a good job also over the weekend. Most importantly, in the Spanish La Liga, Girona are doing the unthinkable. The things that Girona are doing, you will agree with me that it is fairy tale stuff. Mind you, they are under the City group of companies from that own Manchester City, and they are also in the Basque region. Next week, they are playing against Barcelona. It's going to be dream stuff if they're able to beat Xavi's Barcelona. It is essentially going to be a battle of egos for the Barcelona boys. Girona really just came. How we allow them just to take us over like that, and it's something that will be mouth-watering. I'll be waiting to see. Yeah, Xavi did a very good job at getting that all-important 1-0 win against Atletico de Madrid to keep the taps on Girona, and then on Real Madrid as it stands now. Again, Madrid with a lean squad, with not their first squad, were able to get the all-important win in that game against Granada. They played some very good football. Brahim Diaz, Rodrigo goals, getting the all-important goals for them. And I think I love Carlo Ancelotti with the kind of stuff that he does. What Carlo does with almost everything that he gives him, he is the next level in that regard in terms of compromising and then getting the job done. The functionality of teams. He is more about the non-positional way of playing, essentially about the functional play, functionality of teams. And then Carlo Ancelotti is the best at that in there. So yeah, quite apart from that, then we go straight into the English Premier League. Boy, see, like I said in the intro, I think Arsenal will win the English Premier League this season. If you don't agree with me, tell me who you think will win the English Premier League. Arsenal win the English Premier League, and it's just something I see with them. Last season they had one of the highest XGs and they were second. This season, the XGs aren't as good as it was at the same time this season, the same time last season. In their first, why? They have seeded some of the chances, creation, and directness for a lot of control, and they have loads of control. control games with and without the ball, control games at every corner. They make sure that they have a hold of every game that they are playing. And they are doing some great stuff. And I think that Mikel Arteta and his team, like, look at that squad management of sometimes throwing in Trossard and then using Xhaka as a wide creator, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus. It is brilliant stuff. When Edin Ketia comes on, he is as immaculate as you would want a striker. And Arsenal are in there. They are getting that job done easily. Especially now that Man City are falling off and Liverpool. I know that there will be issues with Liverpool going forward, trust me. Especially from Central US. There are going to be issues, they will drop some points. But Man City have drawn against Chelsea, drawn against Liverpool, drawn against Triump Hotspur. It has been a tough time for them. Rodri was visibly worried in that game against Triump Hotspur where he was seen smacking his hands against the air and all of those stuff. But quite apart from that, what is really the issue at Manchester City? Is it Kevin De Bruyne? Is it Gundo? Is it control? Or is the chance creation and then the goals that they are lacking from Kevin De Bruyne? We'll analyze that later on going forward. But yeah, Liverpool are also second. Newcastle, mind you, of all their great wins at home, they are finding it difficult to win away games. Manchester United, I am worried for Eric Ten Hag. I think I'm beginning to agree with everybody that says that maybe Eric Ten Hag is actually out of his salt. Maybe yes. Guys, this is my roundup. It's a new segment that we've added to Fiifi-Manfred where we'll bring you everything across every other team, every other club as well, apart from the regular Chelsea stuff that we do over here. So all the tactical analysis of all the teams. So if you're a non-Chelsea fan, you should subscribe. This is also your channel. Turn it on, enjoy some good stuff. My name is Fiifi-Manfred. I'll see you.